information in the form of downloadable e-books, making money from referral opportunities, training classes, consulting opportunities, dealership opportunities, design opportunities, manufacturing opportunities, investment opportunities. The list is definitely not exhaustible. To create wealth, you must make investment that will create dependable streams of income flows, independent of your main source of income. The time to act is now. Begin implementing this practice, and before you know it, within months, you can be enjoying the benefits and the financial security and freedom that comes from having multiple streams of income.
From the largest television network in Africa, the NTA, we bring to you Weekend File, where we seek the views of experts, government functionaries, movers of the economy, and the ordinary Nigerian on developmental challenges confronting the nation in an era of diversification, the process that is meant to reinvigorate all aspects of our national life in education, science, technology, and innovation, agriculture, health, and other aspects of societal development. The Weekend File crew has the onerous task of articulating all the issues, ensuring that all perspectives are brought to the table. On the show, all things matter and opinions of every class count. Weekend File shows every Saturday at 9 p.m. on the NTA network service. It is your weekend companion and a destination for news, views, and analysis. It is unmissable.
Issues in the sports sector remain one of the most debated among Nigerians due to the passion, followership, government involvement, impact on Nigeria's external image and our national life in the sports parliament. The NTA offers Nigerians deep views on issues with experts in the sports sector, offering in-depth analysis, hindsight, insight and foresight towards elevating Nigerian sports to the zenith on the floor of the sports parliament. Sports Parliament, a unique platform for sports discussions, showing live on the NTA. Keep a date with the parliamentarians.
The eyes have it.
I'm Sipasi Olaleko Ayodele. I'm based here in Ikorodu, Lagos State. I'm the founder of Protect Zone. We train children, youth, and farmers in sustainable agricultural practices to fight hunger and alleviate poverty even in the city. In 2016, joining Empower, I was able to reach more people. Empower gave me the feasibility and the exposure I needed to scale my organization from where it was to where it is now. Because of the opportunities Empower has actually given me and the facilities they provided us, whereby we are going to schools, partnering with the teachers, training the children on sustainable agricultural practices. We have a lot of youth, women, and children who benefited from our platform. Even what I'm doing on a small scale has actually brought me a lot of local and international recognition. Currently, I won the Nigerian American Partnership Award and the US Consular General Award based on what I'm doing right now.
Appealing through you to Labour to please withdraw their threat.
President Buhari receives Executive Committee of Nuns, appeals to Labour on minimum wage.
This report will not stand as a report that should be taken seriously. These are highly biased reports.
Miyetti Allah Kautal Hori punctures Amnesty International Diamond report on farmers' conflict in Nigeria.
The Electoral Logistics Committee will be responsible for coordinating logistics.
2019 elections update. INEC concludes arrangements for efficient election collation processes. And traders at Wadata Market in Makurdi still counting their losses following devastating inferno. Good evening. Welcome to NTA Network News. I'm Cyril Stober in Abuja. Reading with me tonight is Michael Olale in our Lagos Center, and Dibabari Sedoma Weke is in Port Harcourt. President Muhammadu Buhari has made a passionate appeal to organized labor to withdraw its threat of industrial action and encourage his administration to sustain efforts at meeting genuine national aspirations for a sustainable future of the country. Receiving the leadership of the National Association of Nigerian Students on a courtesy visit, the president asked labor leaders to appreciate the enormity of the challenges confronting Nigeria and the conscientious steps being taken towards addressing them within the limits of resources. State House correspondent Adam Sambu has details.
I assure you that I'm totally loyal to this country.
The Nigerian leader is, however, worried that some Nigerians, for reasons best known to them, have failed to understand that any course of action taken by his administration is in the best interest of the nation's majority.
I'm appealing through you to Labour to please withdraw their threat. Encourage this administration to run this country properly, to utilize the national resources for infrastructure so that the majority of Nigerians can benefit.
President Muhammadu Buhari also appealed to the striking non-academic staff union of universities, ASU, to go back to classes for the sake of the nation's future leaders, as the governing APC is always committed to delivering on its promises. He expressed the belief that his administration is not only on course, but remain focused in enhancing the economy, achieving food security, securing the country, and fighting corruption as bane of national development. And on that, he challenged Nigerians not to hesitate exposing anyone in the present government found to have abused trust, no matter how highly placed, and see what can be done.
Let them have the courage to spend the time and the resources to find out the truth about allegations of corruption or extreme indiscipline against any of my ministers, of the governors, or against myself. And I assure them that I will act accordingly.
The president, however, admitted that it is virtually impossible to recover everything stolen from Nigeria prior to his administration.
I think only God can successfully ask the PDP government to account for that money.
The national president of NANS, Danielson Bamidele Akpan, told the president that the Nigerian students fully appreciate his efforts at taking Nigeria to greater heights. He enumerated the infrastructural revolution, significant boost in agriculture, economic development, and a sense of belonging being given to the younger generation as worthy of commendation. Mr. Akpan, however, described as disturbing the negative effect of the ongoing ASU strike, not only on the education sector, but also the government.
These are some of the issues that the general public is using to assess your government, especially at electioneering period like this. They don't know exactly the truth. Some of us are privileged. We know exactly what is happening. We know that ASU is being economical with the truth. We know, without fear or favor, that they are being hypocritical.
While calling on the president to intervene, the NANS president assured him of the support of the Nigerian students as he strives towards deepening the change agenda.
This constituency had large population, numbering about 80 million. I can assure you today that if this constituency is well utilized, we'll pull nothing less than 20 million votes for you.
The leadership of the Nigerian students used the opportunity to wish the president a happy birthday, as well as peaceful and successful elections next month. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In the meantime, the president is appreciating Nigerians from all walks of life for sustaining their trust and confidence in him since coming to power, and has promised not to disappoint them. He stated this while receiving in audience members of the Board of Trustees of the Nigerian Media Merit Award. State House correspondent Adam Sambu reports that the president also met a delegation of the Buhari Support Group Center.
Members of the Board of Trustees of the Nigerian Media Merit Award were in the State House to formally decorate President Muhammadu Buhari as the Grand Patron of the Prime Media Awards organization in the country. Former NTA Director General Vincent Maduka, who led the delegation, said the honor bestowed on the president was in appreciation of his respect for the rights of the media to practice without any hindrance. It is on record that under the Buhari presidency, no media house has been shut, and the first ever campus television license was awarded to the University of Lagos under the chairmanship of veteran mass communications teacher, Professor Ralph Akinfele.
With all sense of patriotism, sir, we hereby express our appreciation for Your Excellency's commitment to the advancement and welfare of our nation. We recognize that Your Excellency respects and believes in the rights, roles, and duties of the media in nation building.
I very much appreciate this timely honor you invested on me. Timely in the sense that I need all the support you can give me this year. I believe that your support is genuine, and I'm very pleased to have it. And I will honor it by making sure that you are not disappointed for honoring me, and that I earned it.
Established in 1990 to promote excellence in Nigerian media, the Nigerian Media Merit Award has so far hosted 26 Grand Award presentations, with the latest just a week ago. Part of the goals of the organization is the promotion of patriotism and unity of the country. President Muhammadu Buhari was also decorated as the Grand Patron of the Buhari Support Group Center by the Director General of the organization, Alhaji Umaru Dembo. He restated the commitment of his administration towards leaving a better country for the younger ones and the upcoming generations. He said the contributions of worthy Nigerians to the development of Nigeria will also be appreciated through the award of national honors. The president commended members of the Buhari Support Group Center for their immense personal sacrifices in his support, as well as that of the nation, saying only God can reward them, as they cannot be materially compensated. Alhaji Umaru Dembo told the president that the group had massively sensitized Nigerians on the need to get their voters' cards, keep them safe, and vote the right candidates. In the meantime, issues relating to security, governance, and development dominated discussions at a closed-door meeting between President Muhammadu Buhari and Governor Yari Abubakar of Zamfara State.
It's important as a commander-in-chief to comport and brief him on the situation on ground, and which I did. As a state, we are putting all our best to ensure that no more sea return. If the state of emergency will solve the problem, here it is already.
As a state government, would you say you are overwhelmed by these bandits?
No, at all. Though we are going, we are seeing progress, and we hope within some days a very excellent progress will be reported back.
Of recent, Zamfara State has been dominating the media space for the wrong reasons. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Politics now, and ahead of the formal inauguration of the Buhari Osinbajo 2019 project in Kwara State, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has inspected the venue of the event in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, from where Anthony Forson reports.
Located in the heart of GRE in Ilorin, the office will coordinate the Buhari Osinbajo 2019 project in Kwara State. Conducting the minister around the facility, the coordinator, Gani Zubero, said the office will provide a deep insight into what will unfold in the field.
We should be able to extrapolate what we are doing on the field, whether it's metamorphosing into reality. I can assure you that before election, we should be able to determine what we're getting on election day.
This is a battle we must win, and by the grace of God, we have won already.
For the minister, he is impressed and satisfied with what is unfolding.
With what I've seen this morning, what I've heard, I think the level of confidence has gone even a notch higher, because what we are doing here is setting up a headquarters.
Responding to questions fielded at him by journalists, Lai Mohammed simply replied this way.
Go back to what happened in in the last local government election, and you see that the people of Kwara Central are ripe for change. So we have actually no, fears. We have no problem about any particular part of Kwara State. When evolution comes, it comes to all the people. And what the people in Kwara State are saying is, "Otoge, enough is enough."
Some members of the party who had worked for the success of the party so far lent their voices to the ministers.
The Honorable Minister has provided a wonderful platform for every shade of opinion, all volunteers within the party to come together.
I'm a foot soldier, I'm a strategist, and we're on for the war.
At the formal opening of the office, 2,800 grassroots canvassers, 1,872 polling unit observers, ward coordinators, ward secretaries, ward women and youth leaders will be inaugurated. From Ilorin, in Kwara State, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Miyetti Allah Kautal Hore Fulani Socio-Cultural Association has rejected and condemned the Amnesty International report on farmers-herders conflict in Nigeria. This is coming as the group asked security operatives to keep a close watch on the activities of some politicians aiding and abetting Amnesty International. Musa Baba Aliyu reports.
This is the second time the Fulani Socio-Cultural Group is holding a national conference in 2 weeks. The first was the Cattle Breeders Association, where it adopted President Muhammadu Buhari as its presidential candidate for 2019 election. This time is the Kautal Hori of the Miyetti Allah Association, making its stance known on the latest report of Amnesty International on conflicts in Nigeria.
The methodology, the manner of the research is not only faulty, it didn't meet any scientific requirement. It was merely unsubstantiated statements that are aimed at achieving a particular objective. As far as the herders are concerned, this report will not stand as a report that should be taken seriously. These are highly biased report, and that is why we have come out to kick against it, condemn it, and reject it in totality.
The association raised concerns over how some politicians are using the report to gain cheap popularity over their ambition to govern the country.
Desperate politicians, particularly Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the leading opposition party, is latching on this full amnesty report with the hope of garnering political capital from the hardest farmers' conflict and the plight of the Nigerian pastoralists. So we call on our members and peace-loving Nigerians not only to condemn Atiku Abubakar for the self-hate and naked dance in the marketplace, but to totally reject him as a presidential candidate as his intentions are inimical to the development, peaceful coexistence of the country.
Kautal Hori, a branch of Miyetti Allah, says it has no any other presidential candidate but President Muhammadu Buhari. In Abuja, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission says arrangements for the smooth handling of sensitive and non-sensitive materials for the general elections have been concluded. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu stated this while inaugurating Logistics and National Collation Center committees in Abuja. Mia Ogidi reports.
It is exactly 44 days to the presidential and National Assembly elections in Nigeria. It is, of course, a very busy year for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Commission don't want to take anything by chance. Hence, the inauguration of this Interagency Logistics Committee by the Chairman of the Commission. In the words of the Chairman of the Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, this committee is very essential to the success of the election, as sensitive and non-sensitive materials will be handled by this committee.
The Electoral Logistics Committee will be responsible for coordinating logistics, as well as the clearance and transportation of election materials to various locations nationwide.
Apart from the Logistics Committee, a National Collation Center Committee was also inaugurated, and the International Conference Center Abuja has been secured to serve as a secretariat of that commission. A National Commissioner of INEC, Amina Zakari, is to serve as the chairperson of the National Collation Center Committee.
We ensure transparency. Everything will be transparent.
and open. Even in 2015, everything was open, and we are going to add measures that will improve what we had in 2015.
The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, also disclosed that the INEC will be meeting with the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, by 4 p.m. Friday, 4th of January 2019, to discuss issues on how ad hoc staff can be sourced from the union for the conduct of the 2019 elections. In Abuja, Mie Ogidi, NTA News.
The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has turned down the request of Senator Dino Melaye, asking it to order the removal of a police blockade at his residence in Abuja. The plaintiff in the application, through his counsel, Mike Ozekome, wants the court to enforce his fundamental human right to freedom of movement. Dino Melaye also seeks an order of the court to restrain the police from further threatening him and arresting him, pending the determination of the substantive suit. In his ruling, the vacation judge, Justice Maha, refused to grant the ex parte order. The judge further ordered for an accelerated hearing of the substantive suit. The case has been adjourned to January 14th. The Nigeria police has debunked reports of a video in circulation on social media that 2,000 police personnel deployed to the northeast to complement the military in the fight against insurgency dropped their weapons in protest. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, Acting DCP Jimoh Moshood, says the video is doctored to mislead the public and cause disaffection. He said the personnel have all successfully completed their training and have been deployed more than a week ago to the front lines along with the military. Citizens have been enjoined by the force to discountenance the video as untrue, mischievous and fake. We'll take a short break now. There'll be more news when we return. Stay with us.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Politics, democratically, affords a level playing field for everyone who carries the will and courage to lead a people in the right direction.
I wish to call on women to go and spread the good news and accomplishment of the present administration.
Women inevitably are the right source to pave this path that can bring good governance, structural stability, rapid economic growth, and basic human rights to all its citizenry. There is no better time than now to experience their prowess in this era, when women all over the world are showing that they have the right tools to build a nation. The Buhari-led administration and APC have aligned with its purpose to involve women with the right vision. The idea is not just for participation, but inclusive participation.
We can exert more power than we would have individually in garnering the majority of registered women and youth voters to vote for the Buhari-Osinbajo team come 2019.
This is what change is all about. This is the vision of the All Progressives Congress. This is for a new Nigeria.
Election 2019 is here.
This is a clarion call to all Nigerians by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. On February 16, 2019, presidential and National Assembly elections will be conducted nationwide. Similarly, on March 2, 2019, governorship and state assembly elections will take place. INEC is committed to making the 2019 general elections the best we have ever had. Credible persons are being recruited and trained to handle polling units and collation centers at all levels. Our card readers have been upgraded and will be deployed to all polling units to prevent voter impersonation. We will involve technology in the conduct of elections to prevent fraud. Your votes will count. Join hands with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Let's make Nigeria proud. This message is from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. INEC, making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
The Candidates, a presidential town hall co-production between Daria Media and NTA, supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Kingsley Moghalu and running mate Omar Getso of the Young Progressive Party, Muhammadu Buhari and running mate Yemi Osinbajo of the All Progressives Congress, Omoyele Sowore and running mate Rabiu Ahmed Rufai of the African Action Congress, Atiku Abubakar and running mate Peter Obi of the People's Democratic Party. Moderator Kadria Ahmed. Dates starts Wednesday, 9th January 2019 with the candidates of the Young Progressive Party. Town Hall venue, Sheraton Hotel, Abuja, from 7 to 9 p.m. The candidates will be broadcast live on NTA and other partner TV and radio stations, as well as streamed online on NTA and dtv.media. If you're over 18 and want to be part of the audience, apply online at daria.media or use the hashtag NGTheCandidates or participate online using the hashtag NGTheCandidates.
Now you, yeah, this cup of 50, yeah. Simon Lalong, our government.
The chairman, All Progressives Congress APC, Plateau State, Honorable Letep Daban, on behalf of the APC family, cordially invites all party faithfuls from the 17 local government areas and all lovers of the APC to the official flag-off of the campaigns for the re-election of Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong as Executive Governor of Plateau State and all other APC flag bearers across the state. The flag-off ceremony will come up on Friday, 4th January 2018 at the Rampang Township Stadium by 11 a.m. prompt. The flag-off will be under the auspices of Comrade Adams Oshomole, National Chairman, All Progressives Congress APC, to be accompanied by other members of the National Working Committee. Come and support the march towards another victory of the APC in Plateau State. Signed, Honorable Letep Daban, APC Chairman, Plateau State.
It is that time of the year when we appreciate all those that mean so much to us. All sponsors, our clients, government at all levels, corporate bodies, advertisers, religious bodies, civil society groups, political parties, business, and above all, you, our esteemed viewers. Together we made 2018 great. Together we shall make 2019 even greater. And that is why we say thank you. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Thanks for staying with us. President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated Women and Youth's presidential campaign team with a call on them to reach out to all Nigerians through the door-to-door campaign. He reminded them of the need to give the present government additional 4 years in office. State House correspondent Aliu Kabir reports.
With membership cutting across the length and breadth of this country, the Women and Youth Presidential Campaign Team, headed by the wife of the President, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, is expected to play a crucial role in ensuring that President Buhari is re-elected come 2019 general elections. While inaugurating the team, which comprises governors' wives, youth and women associations, and other political office holders with Mrs. Buhari at the apex, the President acknowledged their effort during the 2015 election, which led to the overwhelming victory of the party, and therefore urged them to sustain the tempo.
I am happy to tell you that you have made numerous landmark achievements, and the change remains unshaken and continues until we return Nigeria on track to assume its rightful place among the Committee of Nations.
President Buhari underscores the roles of women and youth in supporting the Presidential Campaign Council, describing them as the backbone of the Nigerian electorate, hence the need to remain on board as the drivers of the campaign team.
The Women and Youth Campaign Team, being inaugurated today, was constituted to support the Presidential Campaign Council, which I chair. This shows the importance with which we view the role of women and youth at the backbone of the Nigerian electorate. As such, they should be the drivers of our campaigns. More so, they are the major direct and indirect beneficiaries of our social investment programs.
The Nigerian leader urged the card-carrying members not to be distracted and vote wisely in order to witness the next level of change and development.
I wish to use this opportunity to commend our party men and women for their unwavering support and commitment. I call on them to redouble their efforts and re-elect us in February so that they can witness the next level of change.
APC stakeholders and other members of the team reassured their commitment in supporting the party to ensure its victory, taking into cognizance the developmental programs established by the present administration in all sectors of the nation's economy.
Being here underscores the importance of what we're doing, and we assure you, Your Excellency, that this time around we're going to walk and walk and walk.
We are going to work together. Everybody is the same. Everybody the same purpose. Our purpose is to ensure that our principal crosses the line come February 16, 2019. And we're all going to be alive to see that happen.
If you see the massive work going on in the rail system, Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Lagos, you'll be shocked.
We assure Your Excellency, you have passed that stage of being a mentor. You are a rescuer now. And in rescuing, you've gone a very, very long way.
I say the most important because women and youths are the movers of every campaign. Am I speaking the mind of women and youth? APC! APC!
Members are expected to swing into action with immediate effect, especially at the grassroots levels, to ensure victory of the party in the next general elections. From the State House, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
In order to consolidate on the gains of the present administration in the agricultural sector, Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ogbe, says government is planning a 5% interest rate for agricultural loans to encourage farmers in the country. He stated this on NTA's current affairs program, Good Morning Nigeria, which focused on the agricultural outlook for 2019. Patricia Isamiluba reports.
Experts agree that the nation's agricultural sector bounced back to reckoning in 2018, with remarkable increase in rice and sorghum production, which significantly reduced importation by 90%. Also, Nigeria is now the major seed supplier to West African region, with research institutions developing improved seedlings for cultivation. Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ogbe, says recapitalizing the Bank of Agriculture to the tune of 250 billion naira is part of the outlook for greater investments in agriculture in 2019.
We are still looking at strengthening the Bank of Agriculture, privatizing the bank and commercializing it partially, with the ultimate aim of bringing interest rates in agriculture to 5%. And we have started advertising, it will soon appear on NTA, asking Nigerians to buy shares in the Bank of Agriculture, to do exactly what they've done in China, which has made the Bank of Agriculture in China the largest bank on earth, with 800 million clients.
The minister also revealed plans to revive cocoa and cotton production in the country, just as other guests called for synergy between ministry and the National Youth Service Corps to engage the nation's teeming youth population in agriculture.
We are reintroducing coffee, which grows very well here, the Robusta, mainly in the southern states, and the Arabica on the plateau and in Mambila.
The best way to develop agric in Nigeria is for us to entice the youth into it. If we can do some small capacity building for them on processing. In agric now, you have Internet of Things. You have precision agriculture. You have so many modern agriculture that you don't need to carry any. When I teach, I used to tell the student, cutlass and hoe is not agriculture.
There was advocacy for local government autonomy to stimulate development of rural infrastructure to support the agricultural value chain and cope the high cost of transporting products from the farms to the markets. In Abuja, Patricia A. Samiluba, NTA News.
Motorists plying Lokoja-Okene Road in Kogi State now have a breather following ongoing rehabilitation of federal roads across the state. Madaki Aliu reports that some road users applauded President Buhari for effective execution of the Operation Safe Passage Maintenance Program.
For years now, the Lokoja-Okene route has become hectic for motorists to get across to their destinations. This is due to the bad condition of the road, which often resulted to gridlock, forcing motorists to spend days before they could get to their destinations. It is to prevent the bad experience. The federal government directed the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to embark on the rehabilitation of roads in Kogi State.
A month ago from now, this place was choked up. Motor cannot pass here, but at least with their coming and their job, we can see motor have going, and we thank God for it. No more hold up now.
It was very terrible because it really affects the school. There was no road for us to pass or to. We have to go through the first gate every day to go into the school, and it's far away than here. It was very terrible for us, but we thank God for now. It's better now.
Thank the government for contacting or directing the FEMA to rehabilitate this place.
The Okene-Lokoja Road, which has defied possible solution, the Federal Road Maintenance Agency said will be given special attention.
We can observe that during this festival period, there was no hold-up along this Lokoja to Okene, right from on the 20th to this present moment we are talking about.
Rehabilitation work, which will be completed soon, has been graded and provided with asphalt in some cases. Amadaki Aliyu, NTA News.
Traders at the popular Wadata market in Makudi are still counting their losses following the inferno which gutted more than half of the shops in the market. Godwin Inalegu reports that the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained.
The Benue State Governor Samuel Otom has donated 30 million naira to the victims of the burnt Wadata market, Makudi, to cushion the effect of the damage. He has also directed that security be beefed up around the market to prevent hoodlums from taking advantage of the development to cause more harm.
Look at the whole issues, immediate and the remote causes, and how we can curtail it from further happening in this market.
The inferno was said to have started from the chicken section before spreading to other shops in the market. An eyewitness, Peter Ozeve, says the compacted nature of the market hindered personnel of the State Fire Service to put out the fire. The Nigerian Air Force Fire Service also joined the State Fire Service in an effort to put out the inferno.
I feel mention them. There are many. Only this one contains 6 shops. We combine together and store the beans, and it's more than 5 million.
Ngbede Mercy is another shop owner at the Wadata market. She is here to tell us what he has lost.
Many things. We buy raw, many kind of buy granite, gari, all things where they keep. All of them, I lost it.
The rubble you see behind me is the aftermath of the fire disaster that occurred around 2 a.m. Although no life was lost, property worth millions of naira has been gutted by the fire. In Makudi, Godwin Inalegu, NTA News.
And in Abuja, a one-story residential building at 19 Verton Street, Maitama, Abuja, was this evening razed by fire. Abdullahi Ajia reports that the timely response of a combined team of the FCT and Federal Fire Services prevented the fire from escalating.
In 3 weeks, when a house on the same Verton Street, Maitama, was gutted by fire, another one adjacent to it went ablaze this Thursday. as at the time NTA got to the scene of the incident, firefighters had made effort to put off the fire that burnt the entire roof of the building. It's gathered that the fire started at about 4 p.m., although the occupants of the residential building, who were still in shock over the incident, refused to comment as no life was lost.
We now made the fire very serious. We called for backup from our control room. As you can see, even the federal fire, we are there together, we are fighting fire together with them. The fire was serious. Had it been that Maitama have a fire station, it would have become easier.
The firefighters said an investigation will be carried out to ascertain the cause of the fire, advising all to always make use of the fire emergency lines in such situations. It should, however, be noted that, according to the Abuja master plan, every district is mapped out to have infrastructure which include a fire station. This was not to be in the case of Maitama, as the spot earmarked for the fire station is said to have been put to a personal use. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
There's more news ahead from our Lagos Center. Michael Olale is standing by tonight. Michael?
And a warm welcome to Lagos. With the Utah season over, it is expected that normal activities will resume in full swing in Lagos. Already, Lagos residents are lamenting the menace of articulated trucks on Lagos-Apapa Expressway, causing motorists and commuters to suffer the consequences of gridlock. Abolore Ogbara, who monitors the traffic situation on the Lagos-Apapa Expressway, reports.
The nuisance caused by too many articulated vehicles headed for the Apapa port, which is the largest and busiest in West Africa, covers the entire stretch of the bridge. In the wake of the U-turn, Lagos-Apapa Road is devoid of traffic as the tankers and trucks parked on a single row on one side of the road.
Where is free now? It's resume from next week now. When people resume work, the traffic will start again.
The way that they park on the road, then disturbing other people who are going to work is not proper.
The hold up makes nothing moves. So I believe the only way out lies in the hands of the government.
While motorists and commuters blame the truck drivers, the alleged culprits are lamenting their plight. The truck drivers, who insist they are at the receiving end of the problem on the bridge, joined motorists in the appeal to concerned government agencies to find a lasting solution to the anomaly on the road to Apapa Port.
Minister never cause traffic like that because sometimes if you can follow this light, if you join like a two line, I ain't get the problem at all. I ain't get the problem.
It depends on the road. If the road is free for us to go in without blocking the others, then we came and come and escort us in.
In Lagos, Abolore Ogbara, NTA News.
Health, they say, is wealth. That is why it is important for everyone to imbibe the culture of routine medical checkup. How regular the Nigerians avail themselves of medical checkups. Jaiken Abakoya reports.
When the World Health Organization pegged life expectancy of Nigerians to somewhere around 50 years, the general reaction was to blame our poor health facilities. What many Nigerians have refused to realize is that prevention, as they always say, is better than cure. Regular checkup is a major way of preventing illnesses. But how often do Nigerians visit their doctors?
There's no time to start, just walk to the hospital, and I'm always on the road.
Myself and my family, we go for medical checkups 4 times a year.
Most of the time when I feel somehow in my body, that's when I go.
These views represent the position of many Nigerians when it comes to health issues. But are there dangers in situations like this, where many people appear to either be guessing or not willing to know their exact health status?
If we did medical checks, then we would spend less on diseases. For example, cancer is a disease that you can take care of very easily if you find it early. And it's very, very, very expensive. You can actually make a family bankrupt if you don't find it early.
How often should one carry out medical checkup?
It depends on the disease profile of a patient. Depends on the age, depends on a lot of things. But medical checks should be done at least once a year, especially if you don't have an existing illness.
Regular checks to prevent sickness, experts say, may after all be the solution to longevity and not necessarily well-equipped hospitals to cure advanced ailments. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakboya, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Network News. More reports ahead after this timeout. Please stay with us.
Next. Lagbaja. Omo baba muko.
Na baba be that.
How do I know you are not an impostor? Oh yeah, play me something.
Abba, my band members are all over the world. Let me connect with them on Glow 4G and make some great music for you. Who's on Glow here?
I got Glow. I've got Glow too.
I go show you.
Hello, sir.
Aleki, Gogo, Jide, Guitar. Who's up? 2, 3.
No matter where you are in the world, rest assured, Glow has you covered. Glow August SIM, the unrivaled big boss of data. Upgrade to a 4G SIM for free and get 125% bonus. Also enjoy 25% data bonus on all auto renewals. Dial *777# to choose a plan.
Nigerians, the Presidential and National Assembly elections will be conducted on Saturday, February 16, 2019. In addition, the governorship and State House of Assembly elections will be conducted on Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. Accreditation and voting will take place at the same time between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Card readers will be used for the accreditation of voters. At 2 p.m., voters still on the queue will be allowed to vote. Come with your permanent voter's card to the polling unit. Only persons with their permanent voters cards, PVCs, and whose names are on the voters register will be accredited and allowed to vote. Take advantage of the simple accreditation and voting procedure. Vote the candidate of your choice. This message is from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. INEC, making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
And Go Tenor and 1 month Go TV. Live it, love it.
New Year comes with increased vision to actualize the governor was speaking at the New Year State banquet held at Government House, Port Harcourt. Ogediekwe completes the story.
The banquet unveiled the leaders of the state, chief executives of organizations, the business community, as well as other professionals to relax and unwind. The night was laced with comedy and music in celebration of the new year. The continued growth of the state, the three arms of government, and their collaborative efforts to sustain the development of the state. Deputy Governor Epalebo Banigos, on behalf of Governor Wike, assured that the state government will continue to defend the interests of the state and sustain its development in 2019.
Let us therefore on this day ourselves to the greater focus and determination towards building a united, peaceful and prosperous state.
Governor Wike and his wife led other dignitaries to cut the special New Year cake. In Port Harcourt, Ogediekwe, NTA News.
Stakeholders of All Progressives Congress APC, local government area of River State, have commenced mobilization campaigns across the communities towards the re-election of President Muhammadu Buhari in the 2019 general elections. The leadership of the party in the local government area, alongside a special advisor to the president on amnesty, held a rally
to drive home their resolve.
After the APC South-South presidential campaign flag-off in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, signaling the re-election bid for President Muhammadu Buhari in the 2019 general election, the campaign at Abonima is intended to get the people at the grassroots in the project. Chief man of one of their sons, that his leadership amnesty program is in.
Elect and this is your son for Buhari. What support?
Professor Charles in President Buhari economic dividend that his code will further transfer to massive
ability, empowerment.
Re-elect Abonima, they said, for President Buhari and for NTA News.
Buhari has expressed by the senior incident, the replenish the again from the ashes, the ruins. Time for a quick break for
Hadia Halit very meritoriously and even serving on the pensions from privatization. Atiku Abubakar 3 years on the pensioners have struggled to get their pension lives. By the stoppage of our pension. President Muhammadu Buhari heralded good tidings. Over 10,000 of our members have already been here. We are very.
Nigeria, a land of promise, land of potential, solid minerals, yet hunger from hospitals without drugs.